Some of the contestants have gathered to call for the arrest of the prosecutor Amanda Ricardo. We've been following this trial for quite some time, and the public has just found out that the two victims that she convicted are innocent. What makes matters worse is that recent developments involving the River Police Scandal has exposed information to this case that Amanda Ryan may have known about the abduction. She is expected to be stay.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
All right, camera 3, get ready on talent. Let's get ready to roll. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dissolve 3.
The circumstances of this case have many of our local residents questioning the justice system. How do you feel about that?
In light of recent events, I can understand why. No one in my position ever wants something like this to happen. It is the worst possible outcome.
But Amanda, it's clear now that you could have avoided all this. You were directly informed of inaccuracies in the case. The timing of the murder was questionable. Furthermore, there were inconsistencies involving the homecoming dance riot. You could have looked at the possibility of other suspects.
Our justice system isn't based on what could have been. It's based on what you can prove in court. I deal with the facts, and at that point in time, I had extensive evidence pointing to those suspects.
Well, it's clear now that you were wrong. In fact, your prosecution directly affected 2 innocent lives. What do you have to say to those that have been released?
I would say congratulations. And the court as well as myself are going to do whatever we can to make this right. We still want justice for the Mitchell family. And we will stop at nothing until we prosecute those who are truly responsible.
Fair enough. Coming up next, we'll have more coverage on the drug scandal involving the River Creek Police Force. What do you have to say to those that have been released?
I would say congratulations. I would say congratulations. I would say congratulations.
Yes, Miss Ryan, everyone's wondering what you meant by your congratulations comments. This silent treatment to the press is not going to help you, Amanda. You might as well comment now, or it's going to catch with you later.
So now you're qualified to give me advice? You're just a glorified stalker looking for your next promotion. Get out of my face.
That comment's going to eat you alive, Amanda. That was really stupid.
I can't believe I let you talk me into doing that.
Well, I thought it was about time you said something to the press. This is the most respected news station in town.
Too bad I screwed it up. I just made things worse.
I saw the interview. You didn't completely screw it up.
How politically correct of you. Where were you? Some small-time reporter was waiting for me outside.
Did you handle it? Exactly. I can't be around 24/7.
I didn't hire you to stand there and be pretty. If the press is going to come at me 24/7, I need you to be there 24/7.
Here you go, honey.
I'm not hungry. Congratulations.
And the court as well as myself are going to do whatever we can to make this.
Congratulations.
Still want justice.
Who says that? Like you're graduating college or
What are
something.
you talking about?
That Amanda Ryan lady is making her first public statement. Can you believe that?
9 years of my damn life. And that's all she got to say?
Nah, that ain't all she got to say. Believe that.
You should turn that off. Or change the channel. And you should really eat something.
I'm good.
I'm going to Mom's house. You coming?
Nah, I'll see you later on. I wonder how Cassidy's holding up, though.
Why are you thinking about her?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because we just went through the same thing together? What is her problem?
Who knows?
Tripping, man.
In a moment, we'll replay an interview with our own David Morrison and Amanda Ryan, the prosecutor in the 2004 River Creek High School case. Ryan successfully convinced a jury that two teenagers, Jeremiah Reeves and Cassidy Taylor, murdered their fellow classmate, Tony Mitchell, at a homecoming dance. Local police were called to the scene after a riot broke out, including the suspects and many others. Mitchell's body was found in the gym locker room, strangled and brutally beaten. At the trial, Ryan was able to link the murder weapons and Mitchell's wallet to the suspect. However, in recent months, an investigation and a drug scandal shined light on new evidence to prove the innocence of those convicted. They were released last week.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
Hi. Hey, it's me, Cassidy. I hope this is the right number for you. I just was calling to see how you're doing and say hi. Just wanted to talk. Well, call me back if you want. Bye.
Well, listen, David. Clearly, Amanda Ryan isn't connected to this case. I accused her of that during the trial, and I stand confirmed.
She didn't care about those kids then, and she doesn't care about them now. I mean, it's a shame that it took 9 years, but we got the appeal.
I knew that Cassidy and Jeremiah were good kids. People like Amanda Ryan, they don't deserve to represent our justice system.
She made assumptions, and that can be devastating to a trial.
Do you think Ryan's high conviction rate had a bearing on her decision making?
Absolutely. And generally speaking, prosecutors are protected from being sued. But
I was able to prove that her negligent behavior and ego directly led to her wrongful conviction.
And what about the Mitchell family? Aren't they the real victims here?
Absolutely. They lost their child. We haven't forgotten about them. My involvement in representing a key suspect in the River Creek drug scandal case led to the discovery of the people who I feel are truly responsible in Mitchell's death.
And that's more than I can say for the prosecution.
That's enough of that.
I can't believe this.
We need to get to work and stop worrying about him. Now, the Mike Smith show is asking if you want to make an appearance to discuss the statements you made.
No. Mm-mm.
Do you want to work again? And I suggest you stop fighting me on everything and do this. I'll put you down as a yes.
I'm so sick of this. Everybody demonizing me. Why am I the target? I'm no different than any other prosecutor that's ever worked a case. You get the facts and you go with your gut at the end of the day. That's what we all do. You go with your gut at the end of the day.
They're attacking you because you're letting them. You aren't taking control of the interviews. The public perception, you don't know
what the public thinks. They don't know what happened. They don't know the daily pressures that I went through. They don't know that night after night after night I went through the evidence, putting the case together. My presentation was solid. All of the facts pointed right at Jeremiah and Cassidy. They were the obvious choice.
I didn't just pull their names out of a hat. Any prosecutor would have done the same thing. I'm not just some heartless person.
Amanda, you are a good person. You made the wrong choice. You went with your gut and it was wrong. That's it. No, we can't sit here crying about this. We have to fix this. So, I am telling you, you are doing the Mike Smith show. You gotta start cleaning this up.
Okay.
I was surprised you called.
Yeah, when I got your message, like, I wanted to see you again. By the way, how did you get my number?
Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really wanted us to reconnect.
I'm sure he did. And it sure looks like you're definitely spending this settlement money wisely too, huh?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get used to it all. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you believe all of this?
Nah.
I remember so many nights just lying awake thinking, I'm gonna die here. Like, it's a wrap. There's no hope for me.
Look, I am so sorry that this happened.
It's not your fault.
No, yes it is. And I promise if you ever need anything,
Stop.
I'm here.
Stop.
Don't hesitate to ask
Stop. It's not your fault. We both made the decision to hang out with that crew. It just came back to bite us both in the butt. But you don't owe me anything. I made that decision too.
You know, I thought about you a lot while I was in there. And it's really nice to see you again. For real.
Same here.
Nathan is killing you out there. Want to hear his most recent statements?
I already know what he's been saying.
Amanda Ryan is a heartless prosecutor who shamelessly put away innocent young people who clearly had nothing to do with the crime. Perhaps she should reconsider her career choice? Ready to fight back?
Yes. Yes. Where have you been?
I just met up with Cassidy.
I knew it.
What is your problem?
My problem is that you said 2 words to me since you've been back. But she calls you once and you go running.
She just got out of jail. Man, we just got out of jail. Like, what do you expect?
So what? So what? You're best friends now? You think she understands you better or something?
You don't even know what you're talking about. Man, I'm done talking about this.
I waited for you. I visited you. I hurt just as much as you, day after day. But I'm still here. And you don't seem to care.
Look, I never asked you to wait from me. So don't try to throw this in my face trying to get some type of reaction out of me. I'm done.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for coming on here. I know things have been really tough for everyone involved in this case.
It absolutely has been.
You're being torn apart in the media. Your harshest critics say that you acted maliciously against these suspects. You ignored all evidence that contradicted or harmed your case. It's also coming out that you received death threats. They're saying you're a bad person. Are you a bad person, Amanda?